From the YouTube headquarters, this is our Nightline with Earl Mueller. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a man who is to comedy as Tom Holland is to Spider-Man. Mr. Welcome to I'm here. And here's Wednesday, and one of the nice biggest updates that we understand that gets you on your feet. The real Spider-Man returns to theaters, in December for no apparent reason. Alright, well, Tom Holland quickly let it all that Spider-Man No Way Home, which a success to be little accurate here, because we saw a lot of Spider-Man movies from all Spider-Man film franchises to Sam Raimi to the Weebles Sex. I mean, where he teamed up with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield on the tracks and the revelations of this film's biggest ideas here. Wow. And what Todd said with Maguire and Garfield are going to make cameos in this film, but it does also decide to see a six will appear, or we appear after all. After all, some folks call this one a movie of all ages, but folks call it the perfect opportunity to be little. But it's still a little soft to get something else here. But still shocking. You see Holland in Spider-Man Homecoming and Far From Home, so we could be able to switch he and Zendaya was Sony and Marvel at the same time. So it was the box office. And what will be a holiday season as we head straight? Well, to understand here, the Holland was back on top, pulling the Spider-Man saga to continue, but for how long? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Randy Orton. Well, Mr. Mueller, I hate to kind of put the question out here, but everyone started saying that Tom Holland's Spider-Man will be just like as Tobey Maguire's Sam Raimi's Spider-Man and Mark Gilbert's the main Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. But to point it out here, between the Wayne one and the Amazing Spider-Man one, they don't have the full installment or the third installment of the movie trilogies. Somehow Spider-Man in Marvel's universes got all three. Kind of pointing out here that we are closer, that Tom Holland will make a perfect Spider-Man if this film continues to go all over the top. Yeah, how much idea is that? I mean, clearly everyone else is so excited to let no one else believe it here. Well, I hope no one else will believe what's going on here. I mean, clearly we are saying this one, but I'm kind of hoping that Spider-Man can do Spider-Man as Paul was is to Ant-Man. Oh, come on, Ant-Man. That movie hasn't been on Sci-Fi tonight. Well, Sci-Fi, if you ask some stuff here, and we do the sucky movie on both Sci-Fi and USA. Tom Holland Spider-Man, Hawkeye Spider-Man movie trilogy would die as a featured, the Wayne universe and the other Marvel universe. The Goober one, we are still closer to having both Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield against the Winter Foes, the Jamie Foxx, and Anya Molina's in Sinister Six if you count Michael Keaton. This film could be all we needed to get back to sport that is loves.
Let's go to commercial and we'll come on back. We'll come back. Oh,
okay. Oh,
What you get if you combine your favorite superheroes and Spider-Man? Spider-Man Heroes Hall of Fame Week. Most promising kids beware.
Make one wrong move, please.
Don't dare miss your favorite superheroes.
Flame on!
Because they're dropping in for some action.
Cool.
Don't miss Spider-Man Heroes Hall of Fame Week. Starting Monday after Beetleborgs on Fox Kids.
Quite a ride, eh?
that one button and two.
Tonight this and on these weeks talk about wrestlers, actors, talk show hosts, and other stuff. Tom Holland, is he MCU's new affairs Spider-Man, or just another Uber driver baby speaks. Okay, thank you, Bill. I hate to kind of point it out here, but you are what? What is it in that Tom Holland before I get to apply his voice? Here, Parker's Spider-Man Alligator, Spider-Man No Way Home, which included the sequel to Spider-Man Far From Home, and the Avengers Endgame, where Tony Stark sacrificed himself to defeat the purple man Thanos. However, Tobey Maguire knew that Tom Holland's Thanos would be like a great team before, but Tom Holland's place is rivalry could be outweighing us. Dr. Octopus? Talk about film weather here. And that isn't better come the backside as Dr. Stephen Strange? That's strangely peculiar. Yeah, it's just like they put Spider-Man Far From Home and make it into a comedy romance movie with Peter and MJ finally dating and everyone else seems so happy after that whole snap infusion during the Infinity War. Bartender, you kind of point me out here, but I was about to say that here. But to point it out here, Tony Maguire say that made me awesome, but he still didn't get Spider-Man 4 when he did a default, sir. Spider-Man, what? The Amazing Spider-Man movies, and we got his movies here. We did saw his titties about the Rhino, Electro, the Lizard, and the Green Goblin, but no, Venom, the Black Cat, or even the same volume before. But when MCU that brings Spider-Man to Marvel Cinematic Universe, they have been Michael Keaton as a devoter and bringing Mysterio for a ride. And now we get the whole whole Infinity Saga's newest Death Note, the Insidious six arc. Going over before the holiday season, which is before Thanksgiving or before Christmas, which is still fair with. Okay, we get it now already. Let's not get to any more fuss about it. You get a fuss. What are you gonna be for Halloween now? Now, bartender, I'm gonna be a sausage. Sausage? What? There is no way that a bartender will pretend to be a sausage. That's a clear message that we forgot for last year. Well, I just hope no one else will live here that Tom Holland's Spider-Man Inspiring No Way Home could be a movie that Sony and Columbia Pictures and Marvel are trying to invent here. It still brings over the fact here that the whole life, the passing of Stan Lee could exactly the same things here. Then Scream and announced his own film director, Wes Craven. Yeah. So yeah. Too bad, so sad. They're all fleeting scene actors and directors all pass away right before it gets too closer to call. Yeah, kind of the point here. But since now we're since we're moving on to the new era, which is the 2020s, everyone else is close enough here to know that from the 1990s to the 2010s. Please, don't talk about the 1990s and the 2010s. Clearly, there's no way to hold that here. Hey, maybe Tom Holland could play Doctor Who series, or he can play Will Watson in Space Reboot. Okay. We knew that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is a great year for us, but let's not forget that we are absolutely so hope that it's not considered that he is immune to anything else. Immune? I know what he's immune to my big bonus ties. And again, we still not close enough to be heading straight out the door. If you keep doing this here, this Halloween spectacular could end up on our grave. None of those folks at home try to campaign it. Speaking of campaigning, Tom Holland might be saying that before.
Oh boy. I'm sorry for interrupting, but we have finally found James Bond's long lost brother. And unfortunately, he's a villain. They call him Jake Bond. So you better be very good before he gets everybody stirred, not shaken.
Stirred? No, it's not. Okay, announcer. Don't be so weird. Okay, folks. Now, we gotta say that Tom Holland is a great actor, but We hope that no one else will be taking the time here. Well, folks, I was going to say that, but we may not need more subscribers, but we need you to help us continue on the show. Well, folks, that's the show for tonight. Tonight we're going to Stephen Cooper, and then Friday we do a Halloween show with no interruptions whatsoever. Except for one, but we're not going to wait and see. And the news, I'm out here after we start, baby.